Wakanna with your CEO, our visionary. I am your Chief Sales Officer, one of the four co founders. And as usual, I'm always excited. Yes, I am. And so we are going to bring up our CEO. I'm going to get out of the way because I know she got a lot to say, but I've been knowing this young lady. We have an anniversary on today or tomorrow. The 6th of December is when I met her 17 years ago. And did she make an impact on my life? She most certainly did, because she fired her boss the day before, 33 and a half years old, from corporate America, earning six figures. And guys, how many people do you know that fired their boss? I mean, that was really saying something. But she went into social selling full time because she was not having enough time freedom for the most important people in her life. And so she went on to break records. That's right. MVP of three companies, building teams in over 46 countries, did a pivot back in 2017 when someone asked her to be the CEO of their cannabis company, where she took it from 8,000 to 220 5,000 a month, guys. And then in 2019, here we are, April 420 will be our 4th-year anniversary. And guess what? We only just beginning. So, Melissa Boston, are you out there? I know you are. I saw your name. Come on and share with us some exciting news about all the things that have happened this last month in Wakanna.
Oh my goodness, Phyllis. Oh, do we have some exciting news or what? I mean, these are exciting times. We are here on Monday, and can you believe we have just wrapped up the largest month in the history of Wakanna? And so I want to just congratulate and thank everyone on the line. Thank you, Phyllis, for all that you do. Every time I get on this line, I hear that tremendous introduction. First of all, I got to look around because you're someone who's so humble, so modest, but yet so gracious. Because here you are, our first diamond, first double diamond, our CSO, our midwife, helping all of us give birth to unlimited possibilities. And I'm telling you what, you're such a big part of our success, the reason why, we're able to do what we do, because we have this fabulous team. We come together and guess what? We knock it out the park. And I'm telling you what, Phyllis, I witnessed midwife action in progress. I mean, it was exciting. It's kind of like, if you've ever experienced childbirth, there's these labor pains, there's these contractions, oftentimes, you're sweating, your hair may not look pretty, you get tired, but what do they tell you? They tell you to push, push, push. And I know many of you can totally relate, because some of you by Saturday, I'm telling you what, Phyllis, they were just laying down trying to get some rest to recuperate, because many people had been up sleepless nights getting it done, taking all out action. And we are just super excited to see all these brand new ranks. In fact, we have crushed 50 ranks that are over sapphire and above. In fact, when you look at the pearls and jades, we're closing down closer to plus 100, okay? I mean, I know that's a record to have 100 people rank up in a company. I mean, that is unheard of when you think about the size of our company, guys. That tells you that you are at the right place at the right time. And I want to officially tell everyone on the line, good morning, good morning, good morning. Do I have a message for you? If you are a founding member of Wakanna, you're going to want to hear this message. In fact, I'm going to have to skip our vision and mission today because we have so much to share. I want to make sure I get it out. But again, take copious notes, because this is some information that's relevant to your shares that you now have that's going to absolutely take your life to the next level. So get excited, get excited, get excited. I'm going to cover the average payouts, last month as it relates to when you think about the ranks that have happened, when you think about people that are just out there, working their website, if you want to know what does that look like, what can your life look like, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about new ranks. Yes, if you are sapphire and above and you hit a brand new rank for the first time, we're going to go ahead and honor you today. And also, too, as I said, the founding member pool will be discussed, the founding member program, because guess what, guys? It is closed, okay? It is closed. And I know many of you are celebrating that very statement. We're going to talk about the December game plan, because yes, we just finished a record-breaking month. Yes, we just had a week where we witnessed over 400 1,000 points, okay? And that was just amazing. Hit the system in one single week, okay? That's never, ever happened. We witnessed 1.1 million points hit our system. And what does that equate to, folks? That equates to about $1 million in revenue, which is absolutely exciting. We're going to talk about the brand new me in 2023, because that's one of the new promotions that you're going to actually have a chance to start running with, so that you can really put a game plan for building your business out and going diamond in 2023. We will talk about the Secret Santa, because that promotion is live in effect right now. And folks, let me tell you something. For those of you who think, hey, this is the month of December, people aren't paying attention to business because everyone wants to get together with family and friends. Well, that's true. People are on holiday mode, but that's why we know that some people get wealthy during these seasons, because what do they tell us to do? See what the masses are doing and do the opposite, okay? And so one of the things they don't share with you is this is also the number one season in which the last day of the month, many companies have record-breaking signups, and there's one reason for that. And that's because people are looking for a home-based business so they can avoid some of those tax problems, right? Because we know that there's tax deductions that come with a business like this. And even by joining the last day of the month, talk to the CPA, but what they will tell you is some of the activities that you've done all year long could be utilized as research and development for that very business that you're joining. So don't sleep on December, because we know by doing the brand new me, the Secret Santa, and focus on the tax deduction, some of you are going to go out there and have an epic month. Also, too, as it relates to discounts, yes, the 20% discount, it's over, but our 10% discount starts now, okay? Also, the Wakanna conference. We know that Wakanna is coming. Another baby is being born. And guess what? We're going to have our first conference, and you're going to want to hear a little bit about that. And, of course, what's happening this weekend? The soul massage. And so I'm going to give you just a little bit about that so that you can make sure you get your tickets while supplies still last. And so with that being said, the first thing that I want to do, I want to jump into the founding member program, because I really want you to understand the position that you are in right now. First and foremost, you will get a founding member certificate that will state the number of shares you have with the program. And if you really understand the power of this industry, if you really understand the power of what you have in your hand, all I can tell you guys is there are people right now that want to be founding members of Wakanna for Life. They want to share in that 1% pool. There's already people clamoring, emailing. But here's the deal. It is over. It is done. Unless you have a 50% payment that you need to apply towards a half down, the program has been closed out. And here's what you need to know about something that closes out. When you think about a diamond, diamonds are valuable because they're limited in supply. There is value in what's rare. Think about an NFT. An NFT holds value because when they produce them, they might produce 3,000, 4,000. We've had a limited edition program that literally has shut down, closed down, and it's not available to anyone else. And do you know that the fact that we have just announced that today brings instant value to the shares you even have in your hands? Because here's the bottom line. What happens when someone says, hey, Phyllis, I want to be a founding member? And Phyllis tells them, guess what? That program is over. It is done. When they say, well, what can I do? And Phyllis looks around and says, well, wait a minute. I have 7 shares. Or maybe she's got another position that has 7 shares because someone else maybe in her family did it and maybe they're not interested. So Phyllis can always work out a deal, because do you know that in business, there's equity even in your position, and your business equity just went up. So the bottom line is, if you ever decide, oh, you know what, maybe I don't want to do this business, understand this. You might want to first decide to actually use your business mind and understand that your business has value. Do you know that people purchase positions in network marketing? Some wealthy people purchase positions. In fact, people purchase positions sometimes for hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes for millions of dollars. Now, the positions they purchase are positions that have keys, that have revenue flowing. And so that makes your business even more valuable. But the fact that you have a position that's a founding member and there's less than 1,500 people in the world who will ever share in this pool. I want you to think about that for a second, folks, because we live in a world where there's billions of people. We're going to open up in countries where in some of those countries, there's billions of people. But out of those billions of people, perhaps thousands join, perhaps millions join, but none of them will be in this 1% pool. You are one of less than 1,500 people around the world in this very limited pool. And I want you to think about that for a second, folks, because we want to develop wealthy mindsets. We want to understand the power of where we're at right now. When you think about Warren Buffett, right? When you think about someone who's actually one of the richest people in the world, guess what one of the greatest investments he says he's ever made? And that's in the industry of network marketing. He owns Pampered Chef. He owns Kirby Vacuums. And so the bottom line is you must wrap your head around and start to understand the power of what you just did by making a decision to become a founding member. Many of you went to family and friends, and some of those family and friends told you no. And guess what? That's okay. We all need people we can go to in 3 to 5 years and say, I told you so. But you've created the first step in creating leverage, and your value went up today. You know, I was talking with someone last week, and they were really concerned. They said, I'm concerned that I don't really want to build. I just love the products. And I'm listening to these founding member calls. I'm hearing about, hey, be a diamond, you get 12 shares. And I'm just thinking, well, they have 12, I have 1. What does that really do for me? They didn't understand that. And here's what I told them. I said, you know what? You have to understand that it's the diamonds, it's these emeralds, it's the rubies. They're driving the success of the business, right? So we're rewarding them because without them, there would be no business. So isn't it powerful that here you are, someone who might never go out and build this business. But at the end of the day, let's say that diamond got 12 shares because they actually qualified as diamond, but yet they own one. And let's say that here you are at home in your pajamas, not working your business, not talking to anyone, just doing the minimum. Can you imagine you're getting almost 10% of the leverage that they're doing? Think about that for a second. You're getting 10% of the leverage that they're doing. Because if you look at 1 share and 12, 1 share is almost 10%. And in most companies, in order for you to benefit as someone who's sitting on the couch doing what? Getting just customers, that means that doesn't happen. They tell you you need $40,000 in volume. Sometimes you need $100,000 in volume. Typically, your benefit might be 1 to 100. It might be 1 to 1,000, but it's never been 1 to 10. And what that means is we've created a game changer. We wanted to ensure that our founding member program did exactly what we intended it to do. When we talked about creating the Walmart story, when those janitors, those people that were there early, guess what? Because they got shares, those individuals ended up as multi-millionaires. Now, we can't promise that by being a founding member of Wakanna, you're going to be a multi-millionaire. But what we can tell you is we have our eyes on the prize. What we can tell you is we've been growing 30% year after year. What I can tell you is we are absolutely committed to taking this company to $1 billion and more. And you are one of less than 1,500 people in the world that will ever have a share of Wakanna for life. And that is so powerful because I want you to think about J. Paul Getty, one of the richest men in the world. He said, I would rather make 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own. And so here you are in the ability to leverage all of the diamonds, all of the emeralds, all of the rubies, all of the 2 stars, all of the efforts that are going to happen forever and ever and ever. And not only that, but pass that along to your children, to your children's children. This is absolutely powerful. And I need you to understand the position that you're in right now, because again, today, your equity just went up. Today, you're going to hear people that say, wow, I wish I would have done that. I thought they were going to keep opening it up year after year, because that's what most companies do. They tell you it's shut down then they open it up because they want to raise revenue. No, no, no. That is not the case with this program. When we say it is done, when we say it is over, it is over. And so the people that you talk to, your best leverage would be those extra shares maybe you have because your sister joined and maybe she's never going to do anything. Maybe your husband, somebody else joined, right? You might be able to leverage that. Let them know, hey, well, this one's available, but guess what? She paid this amount for the pack. You know, if she's going to get rid of it, she might want to double that. Maybe she wants to charge you $2,000 because, again, let me tell you something, folks. I've had people come to me for my positions in network marketing. Some of these positions, I wasn't even working actively, and they were willing to negotiate with me and talk to me about spending tens of thousands of dollars because they wanted my position. And so what I want to tell you is you're at the right place at the right time, and be so grateful, be so thankful that you made the decision, because I will tell you right now, many people procrastinated. I can tell you right now, my email is lined up with people saying, hey, is it too late for me to talk to a few people? Hey, is it too late for me to do this? Yes, it is too late because it is over. And I hope everyone got in the door. Prayerfully, you got as many as you could get. I made sure I maxed mine out. I told my son, you better max it out. Even my husband got in on it, okay? We said, get this stuff. This is going to be valuable. We want to make sure we're properly positioned because as the CEO of the company, yes, I'm excited about the fact that, yeah, I own a piece of the company, but I am more excited about the 7 shares that I have here with Wakanna for Life, because here's the deal. As an owner, you're waiting on profit. As a person who's a founding member, you're getting paid every single quarter, just like the light bill. And knowing that this pool is close out and knowing that we're going to grow, knowing we've had growth rates of 30% year after year and we're just getting started, to me, that was a no-brainer. I can't tell you dollar amounts of what other companies have experienced, but what I can tell you, there are people that I know that just based on their founding member program can create lifestyles that most people never ever dreamed of. And again, we didn't make our founding member program about the top 1% like every other network marketing company does. We made our founding program attainable for every single person who decided to say yes. And so, yes, this is exciting. But guess what? The founding member program is done. And that's going to give us even more leverage as we're moving to the next season, because there's a lot more that's on the down the pipeline. And I'm going to go ahead and now transition into sharing in some of the success by congratulating those of you who ranked up to that next level. Okay. And let's start with Phyllis. We're going to start with Tara Shackelford. Okay. Brand new Sapphire in the house. Phyllis, I know you're so proud as a proud mama, but Tara, guess what? You are a brand new Sapphire for the first time. We also have the phenomenal, awesome, let's see here, we have Gerald West. Gerald West is in the house. He's always there at the office. He's volunteering. He's always there to help us in every single way. And we are just so proud of him. And we are so proud of Anna and Kim Gallagher. I know we've met them out in Houston, and they're just so dedicated, work their business steadily, and their new Sapphires. Frida McDuffie, the Rookie of the Year out of New York, okay? New Sapphire, okay? It's exciting because initially she was building a retail business, also hit over 10,000 with retail. It's exciting to see her hit this now with building a team. So she's actually now transitioned into a builder too. Then we have Joanne Campbell Richards, and believe she's out of Massachusetts as well. Brand new, just started a couple weeks ago, already at the Sapphire level. Janiyah Houston representing our Louisiana team. So we are so proud of you, Janiyah Houston. Then we have Pamela Bradford, a part of the new group that joined less than 30 days ago. She's out of Florida. Congratulations, Pamela. Then we have Jeff and Carla Rochelle. They're out of Indiana. Just crossed over as brand new Sapphires. Wow, wow, wow. We had a chance to break bread with them when we were in Indiana. And then we have Bridget Daly. Bridget Daly out of Indiana, also brand new, just hit that prestigious rank of Sapphire. And then Pelagie Jackson out there in Albany, New York. And guess what? She crossed over too as a brand new Sapphire. We then have Abida Abida Sharondale. Wow, wow, wow. We are so proud of you. Just crossed over as a brand new Sapphire. Yakima Palmer, wow. On our medical advisory board, she just crossed over as a brand new Sapphire. Oh my goodness, that's just the start, guys. We have so many more ranks to share, and then we're going to get into some average income so that you can see what it looks like. And we can talk about average incomes because we list our income disclaimer. So if you're on the line and have not reviewed our income disclaimer, you can do that right online. But it's exciting because we have some folks who are doing some big, big things. And so we're going to start with our brand new rubies. Now, many of you hit Sapphire and Ruby, but we're only highlighting those of you who've hit it for the very first time. Now, new rubies. Now, these are the Ruby rock stars that will be joining us in Las Vegas at the Ruby Villa. Yes, we have a villa in Las Vegas, and each and every one of you are getting a special invite where you're going to be out in Vegas with us, and we're going to treat you like the rock stars you are. Fred and Anita Shelton, and they're out of Florissant, Missouri, is in the house. Michelle Stewart out of Clarksville, Texas, in the house. Denise Hill out of Breezy Point, New York. So you can see, folks, we are taking over the entire United States. We used to be primarily here in Illinois, but you can see how this rocket ship has taken off. And as we take over the country, we're then going to take over the world. But we do want to move back here to Illinois because we have Ma Mitchell who got it done. Brand new Ruby here in Chicago, Illinois. And then in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, we have Beatrice Foster, brand new Ruby. Then in Illinois, Margaret Dorsey, she's a brand new Ruby. Cherie Eppinger out of South Bend, Indiana, brand new Ruby. Ernestine Davis right here in Chicago, Illinois, brand new Ruby. Joe Davis in Oakland, California, brand new Ruby. Landra Endo out of Indianapolis, Indiana, brand new Ruby. And that is so exciting. I mean, when I'm looking at those rubies, what I can tell you guys, it was so many rubies that qualified. We decided to give the whole villa to the rubies. Some of you actually might be bringing your guests. So because you can pay to bring a guest. It's a trip for one for rubies. Emeralds get a trip for two, but we wanted to make sure there was plenty of room for everybody. So then we went ahead for the emeralds and we got the penthouse, okay? So we're going to talk about that, but both places are spectacular, and we want to jump right into the emeralds because emeralds, you are qualified for your accommodations for two. In fact, each one of you, no matter what group you qualified for, you also receive the bonus emeralds. Your bonus is already back there, and that goes towards your airline so that you can start getting your airline tickets. Rubies, you're actually getting a bonus that goes towards airline, and you can actually use that as well. At first, we were only doing accommodations, but then we said, why don't we just give you guys an airline credit so that you can go out there, shop for what you need, and go in and get it done, okay? And so that's exciting, but let's look at the brand new emeralds for the very first time. Out of Albany, New York, we have Fatima Horn. Oh my goodness, Fatima, girl, you know we're so proud of you. I mean, that team there is on fire. You're going to hear that name a lot. We also want to move it to Chicago, Illinois, where we have Sylvia Covington. I know we've announced her several times. We are so proud of you, Sylvia. Sylvia is one of the hardest working customer service people we have. She's the director, okay, doing things to help everybody win. And here she is able to qualify at this level, and we are super proud. And then we want to move over to Chicago in Homewood. So if we go to Homewood, we have Ann Mooney. Yes, Ann Mooney. I'm telling you what, that is a diamond family. Her husband's a diamond. She's an emerald, but she's really a diamond, right? So really, at the end of the day, what they say is, well, mine is mine, what's yours is mine, right? And so that is super exciting. And I know you were working hard to get that done, you and Mr. Mooney, and y'all got it done. And then we want to move to our team in Indiana, but there's one, the leader that's out of Florida. In fact, Fruitland Park, Florida. Never heard of that, but Javarius has put it on the map, okay, because I know he is a local celebrity and a celebrity across the country because he's one of the baddest network marketers I've ever met. So much wisdom, so much knowledge pouring into all of us, and just so grateful to have him on board. And he's brought this powerhouse team, and we're super excited of Marcella. Rochelle, Team Extreme Freedom out of Indianapolis. And she also crossed over as an emerald. So it's great when you can not just be an emerald, but produce an emerald in your very first month. That's their very first month in business. They have emeralds, they have rubies, they have tons of sapphires. Folks, they're getting it done. They're on their way to diamond, just like each and every one of you. But now we're going to move to the diamonds, okay? And I actually am super proud of this team here, guys, because we don't have one new diamond, not two new diamonds, but folks, we have three brand new diamonds for the first time. And that means these individuals have crossed over 100,000 in revenue for the month. Some of them hit over 200,000 as brand new diamonds. This is where it really gets exciting, because this is where you start to live that six-figure lifestyle. When you hear the average incomes of our diamonds, it's going to blow you away. Just super excited to announce the phenomenal Bernadine Kirkland out of Dorchester, Massachusetts. She was the very first to actually get that diamond done. She got it done in record time, and the rest of the month she was able just to spend helping her team to win, which is awesome. She's been our MVP many times, and you can see why. Gigi Harris, my girl Gigi Harris, oh my goodness, just love this team so much. These are amazing women who pour their heart and soul into building their teams. I'm telling you what, I witnessed not only Gigi's birthing process, but then as she was birthing her team and they were birthing new emeralds and new rubies, it was something to watch, guys. And she's out of Mesquite, Texas, and that is just so powerful. And do you know that Bernadine is on her team? So again, it's great to be a diamond, but isn't it even better to produce a diamond? And then we have Terry Anderson. Some of you, that's a surprise announcement, because that happened literally it was unbelievable. Terry, you are just someone who I've always admired. We are so proud of you, of what you've been able to accomplish. You keep doing it. We call her the quiet storm, okay? Because she just works so diligently, always bringing her guests. And look what happens. Dreams come true. And not only did you become a diamond, but to see that your team is also expanding. When I look at all these diamonds from Bernadine has a ruby, okay? Denise Hill, right? And she's got many sapphires. When I look at Gigi's got rubies, right? In fact, she's got 4 rubies, okay? So that's a clue. How do you go diamond, produce rubies, okay? Produce emeralds. So 4 rubies, several sapphires. And then I look at Terry, just birthed her new emerald out of Albany, Fatima. So she's got an emerald, okay? And she's got rubies and sapphires. And that's what it's about, guys. It's about helping other people. In fact, as Cherie Eppinger was working to close her numbers out, she was looking at Terry and Terry, we want to help you. And the team was just rallying. I mean, I'm telling you what, we had a party line till 3 a.m. They were closing out numbers, guys. This is a team that I'm telling you what, watch out for. You don't often hear her name, but you're going to start hearing her more and more, because she is someone to reckon with. And I'm just so proud of this group, so proud of the team. And so what I want to do now is just talk a little bit about vision, sharing with you a little bit about what it looks like to be at this level, okay? These are the crown jewels, okay? The crown jewels. And do you know that when you think about it, 574 people are the people that I'm going to say are actively doing anything with Wakanna. Because when we did the numbers, there are about 574 people that logged on to their website to do anything, okay? Anything at all, okay? And you know how this industry works. They'll tell you, oh, it's so hard. It's only a percentage of people that ever make it to the top. Well, let me tell you something. There were 50 people, okay, 50 people. So that's about 10% that actually made it into this pool. So that tells you we're creating something different here at Wakanna. We're creating a table where we're allowing people to come and eat with us. See, a lot of times when they reach these top levels, the table's small. They're not making it big enough because it's reserved for the top 1%. But we said, no, we want to prepare a table where all you have to do is roll up your sleeves, go to work. We can look you in the eyes and know for certain if you do the plan, you will bust through a rank. We know that. And that's never been the case in any other business. In every business we've been in, it's been so hard to get people to go through a rank. That's why we got frustrated. See, we're social sellers who decided to create our own because we knew exactly what was missing. We know that we fix those issues by putting together a comp plan that's fair. It's not just feeding the diamonds or the double diamonds. It's allowing everybody an equal shot at the table to get their share. And so the average income for those 50 people was $3,995 for the month, okay? And when we break it down, we look at the sapphires. There were 21 sapphires that crossed over, okay? 21 sapphires. Some of them were brand new. Some of them had requalified, but the average income in that particular group for the month of November was $1,235. Then you move up to rubies. See, at the ruby level, this is what I call the rock star level, because this is where we take you on trips. This is where we treat you, like the rubies you are. And there were a total of 13 people that either requalified or reached brand new ruby for the first time. Now, if we look at the income without the extra trip and we average that, the average income for the rubies was over $3,000. When we average in the trip, it's over $4,000, folks. Where can you go and build a business to that kind of level and make that kind of income? It's called Wakanna. At the emerald level, do you know there were 10 people total that crossed over to emerald? And of course, we shared with you the 4 that were new for the first time, but the average income without the trip was almost $5,000, $4,897. But with the trip, the penthouse experience, it brings it up to an average of $5,697 because we added $2,000 for the trip, right? Which is so exciting, guys. But when it averages out, because we have to look at everybody's, it ends up being $5,697. So let's move to the diamonds, guys. The diamonds, when we look at the 4 people that crossed over to diamond, one of them requalified. 3 of them were brand new for the first time. The average income for the diamonds without the trip to Dubai was $10,965. So would you love to get a check for over $10,000, right? But here's the deal. We also have the trip to Dubai. That's a value of $4,000. So when we average that out between the people that didn't qualify, it averages out to be $13,965 average in the month of November. Would that change some lives? Would that change some zip codes? Would that solve some problems in your household? If you're excited about that, guess what? Go bigger, because you can go 2-star. Guess what the average income last month for our 2-star diamonds was? The average income, $20,795, and that doesn't include any trips because the 2-star diamonds didn't go to the next level, so they didn't qualify. So that's just pure income, pure cash, and this is really where it gets exciting because we've already started looking at what is it going to look like when you go 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. How do you get to $100,000 a month? If that's your goal, well, guess what? We now see the manifestation of that because we look at 3-star as at least $30,000 a month, 4-star, $40,000, 5-star, $50,000. And we look at creating $100,000 a month in income. It means creating multiple people that are at the 3-star level and above. And so now you have a pathway, not just to diamond, but you have a pathway to building a business that will set you free for life. And with that said, folks, understand that we are on an exciting run. We are just getting started. As I wrap this up, I want to also remind you, if you plan on going to this weekend's event, I suggest you get your tickets right now for the amazing events that are happening. You can search for them under Wakanna Experience. Only credit card or wallets are accepted, but Latrice Levitt is coming in from Florida. She is coming all the way in for this fantastic experience between music and the soul massage. You don't want to miss this opportunity. We tell people all the time, the people that show up are the people that go up. You never know what event's going to take your life to the next level. When you listen to Gigi, Javaris, when you listen to Marcella, all of them made a commitment to get to where? Chicago. They came to the Legacy Conference. Their lives at that moment were transformed because Gigi went on a run straight to diamond. Javaris went on a run that created all this momentum. I know his team probably hit over 100,000, and now he's working on balance. But the bottom line is they don't miss events. And if you're in the Chicago area, don't miss this. In fact, for those of you who did go ahead and purchase in advance, there was the VIP seating. There's still a few of the VIP seats left, which means if you're in VIP, you get the Boss Women Journals, okay? There's some Boss Women Journals, right? VIP gift bags, okay? And so you want to make sure you look under holiday specials, search under Wakanna Experience, get your ticket at 10% off, and make sure you don't miss out on this because once tickets are done, they are over. And like the founding member program, we don't want you to miss your shot, okay? Because this is going to be something we all need to have a chance to pour into you, because a lot of times after a run like this, you must rejuvenate. What better thing to rejuvenate than your soul, the essence of who you are? I know I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there with guests. I'm encouraging my team to be there. So show up. Let's go up. Let's make sure we pack it out, and we should be selling out of those tickets. And with that being said, guys, the last thing I will mention is we're going to start pre-selling our Vegas, right? So we have put together the packages. We have a special call coming up that's going to talk about that. Super excited because we know that so much is going to happen. We've taken away the Zoom conferences, so there's no more Zoom conferences. In January, it's going to be an in-person event for those in the Chicago area, wellness focus. April, it's going to be about lifestyle. So the 420 conference is going to be about lifestyle, elevation. In July, it's going to be boot camps for leaders. And then in October, we're going to blow it out. We're going to have a massive convention where we're going to get 2,000 plus people there, because we know that this is our year of elevation. So let me tell you something. We're like the bamboo tree. We've been building the fundamentals. We've been out there doing the thing, dotting the I, crossing the T. And now that we've built that foundation, now that the roots are planted, we are about to explode. It takes a bamboo tree 100 years, okay, to build the foundation. Well, it took us 3.5 years. But once that foundation is there, it is like a rocket ship. We know that 2023 starts with a new me and a new company, and it's called Wakanna. Wakanna is birth. And we are so happy that you're here with us on this journey. So today, what you expect is Momentum Monday, lots of recognition. So we're going to hit social media, recognizing everyone. So make sure you're plugged in. Also tune in to Rebound with Wakanna. Let's take care of our health. That starts right now. 2:30 p.m. Save Our Strands. Doris Mosley, our trichologist, will shut it down and talk about healthy hair. 7:30 p.m., our corporate Zoom. You don't want to miss it. And then, of course, tomorrow, Diamond Factory. I know Phyllis is going to bring probably some of these amazing stories. You're going to have a chance to hear from some of these awesome leaders so that you can know exactly what they're doing. So don't miss that call. And with that said, we want you to have a Wakanna day, because we're going to see you where? At the top, the very top, the tip top, because this time we are busting through the top. And I want to congratulate everyone who made a decision to become a founding member of Wakanna.